Welcome to Paid in Full, where we discuss how money is made in every profession, business, or industry. I'm your host, Ogieva Imasuen, and today we're looking into the world of bold statements, tailored cuts, and African elegance with someone who has transformed the landscape of menswear in Nigeria. You know, from iconic agbadas that broke the internet to styling global stars and redefining Afrocentric fashion. You know, his name has become a symbol of innovation, cultural pride, and fearless expression. But behind the glitz and glam, what does it truly take to run a successful fashion brand? How is the money really made in bespoke fashion? And what challenges lie behind the runway lights? Today, we'll unpack this journey with a man who has got the first stitch to becoming a global fashion voice in Nigeria. I'm talking about Ugo Monye. Ugo Monye, welcome to Paid in Full.
It's not. You didn't give me a proper introduction.
Really? Please correct me, please.
So it's Ugo Monye, the Otumba Alabere Idon of. I just got a new title, by the way.
Yeah.
Over the weekend of Ilogbo land. Of Ilogbo Egba land.
Ilogbo Egba land.
Ilogbo Egba land.
Yeah.
And I'm also the Otumba Alabere Idon of the ancient city of Orile Igbon.
So, bro, you've got a lot of titles.
So, but it's interesting, you know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm not a
Yoruba person or
title type of guy, but is Alabere Idon means someone who does magical things with needle. So it's interesting how people see you and, you know, choose to honor you by virtue of the kind of impact you've made in the society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's it, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess it's befitting though. I mean, I saw one post recently where, I don't know, I think it was one of all these Yoruba cultural events where they put two guys, and they put you on you in particular. Did you see?
Yes.
And they were like, which one would you?
It's been trending over the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So
that was in Egba.
It was in Egba. Yes. Exactly. So that's how the name came about, right?
That was in Egba.
And that's good. It's good to have you. So I've been really, really trying to get you here. I'm pretty sure you know that I've stressed that. And it's really nice because I've spoken about, making money through content, influencing, law, quite a few, but fashion is one of, the things that actually I really wanted to do. So I'm really happy to have you here. And without further ado, let's just go straight. So could you, let's even start.
You're sounding too serious now.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get into the questions, but anyway, I'll try and tone it down. So, but before we even go into the questions, can you just tell us who Ugo Monye is, the Alabere Idon?
Yes.
Idon. How would you describe yourself?
Idon gang.
Nice one, though.
I'm a simple guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. Family man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe myself because I said if I was going to I look at myself, I see myself more as a chameleon. Because when you think, you are getting to understand me.
Yeah.
Everything changes again. So it's hard to really say this is who Ugo Monye is, especially with regards to my work. Because I always switch it up. I always change it.
I can actually even testify to that. Because obviously I followed you from time, right? And the difference is
if
actually massive.
If you even see me now, nobody believes my age because everyone thinks I'm Gen Z. I switched it up again.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
So you are generally put in the Gen Z bracket now, right?
Look at me now. Don't I look Gen Z?
You do. Let's leave it like that,
I'm a simple guy. I'm a private person, simple guy.
Yeah, true.
But unfortunately, the unfortunately part is my work goes way ahead of me.
Yeah, in the open space, right?
Yes, and that because of that, I might not be so private, but personally, I'm a private person.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, though.
Yeah.
We don't see your names. You've not had any scandals, too, so yeah,
Who?
fine.
Me?
Okay. So enough of that. Let's even do our work. So, go straight into it. Could you shed some light, right, on the primary revenue streams for a fashion industry like yours?
Okay, so I'm a bespoke tailor.
For sure.
I'm trying to go into ready to wear now.
Okay.
But even when you say primary, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically you cut, you sew, and you make money and you collect money. I mean,
you charge for what
you charge for your service. It's just basically a client coming to you, telling you to come up with, either you're coming up with something for him or he knows what he wants and he pays you for your service, but now there are different other ways to make money.
Yeah. And that's why we're here.
Yes, there are different other ways to make money. So but the reality is that sometimes you need to get to a certain level before you can enter different levels of making money in the fashion industries. For example, now, would I really call that making money? I wanted to talk about your time.
I think your time is also value.
Yes.
You pay for your time as well.
Yeah, so it's really not. So would I call it making money? It's my time. So
you're selling.
Yeah, do you understand? Well, really, it's my time that I'm selling. So, but you can't just enter into the game and start trying to say
you're the baddest.
Yeah, and start trying to say that you want people to pay for your time when they are not sure of the value you're bringing on the table. So in cases like that, you might need to. And for me, in all honesty, I've never been about the money. In all honesty, I learned there was no strategy. I'm not a typical Igbo guy.
Yeah.
That is money. No. And there was no strategy of how I was. This was all love.
So you're not Odogu Panara.
No.
Okay, go on.
This was all love for what I do.
Yeah.
Money will always come once you give value. Money will always come. So along the line, I started noticing other ways you can even make money. So there are many things that people do to make money in the industry. I'll just give you a few examples. For example, the primary reason is what I told you. People, you come to you for a service, which is you come and they want to make something. Another one is, okay, so someone is coming to you, even if they don't want to make the clothes, but they want you to give them ideas.
Okay.
They should pay for it.
They should.
They should pay for it, because the truth of the matter is that in Nigeria, people take the piss. They don't know what intellectual property is.
A whole lot.
They don't know what it is. They say, it's not just because it gave me this design, or if it was that easy. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to come up with something, it's a gift. It should be paid for. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not everyone that can do it. And now,
not everyone.
Yeah, it's not everyone that can do it. And now you are doing it, and they don't want to. So you need to monetize that gift.
Okay.
Because the fashion has a huge value chain. It's
endless.
Yes, everyone sees Ugo Monye now, and is very, very. They want to be Ugo Monye, but you don't have to. There are many other things that you might be greater in, than in that fashion value chain. The styling. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are many other things that you can be greater in. There's merchandising. There are so many things. But because a lot of people get, they like the glitz and glam of being in the limelight, that they forget the cocoa.
Yeah, the journey to where you actually
are. They don't know. So a lot of people just dabble into what they are not even called to do. So you can make money from styling. You can make money from designing, giving people ideas on what to do. You can make money on what do you call
textiles?
Fabric. Sourcing. You can even just your job is you can just say, okay, I know where to get unique things from. So for example, I remember Many years ago, I went far out of the country to source for material. My brother, the trekking where I trekked that day, man, I'm sure I did over 30,000 steps that day. I went back to my hotel. I took out my trainers. As I removed my trainers, I had blood all over myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it was in the cold.
Oh, yeah. Frostbites.
I had blood all over this thing. And my brother, if you see the lungus, the area where I go look for material, in my mind, I now started looking at this fabric. I say, that's how I'll now go to Nigeria. By the time I give them price, they'll be telling me, the thing get AC for inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Say, you decrease.
Truly.
You get AC for, if you know the wala where I do.
Literally blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So now people need to pay for that exclusivity because it's not easy to come by. You can tell people that, look, you know what? There is nowhere you see this fabric because you know. And most people know go waka to find that material.
And the fact that I even took you 30,000 steps, that means you actually knew what you were looking for.
I'm looking for unique things. I'm looking for unique things. And people are paying you for that.
Yeah.
You know? People are paying you for that. I'm looking for unique things. I'm looking for things that people can say, you can tell people that you won't see this anywhere. And true, you will not see it anywhere.
True.
How
now? Have you done 10,000 steps? Blood come off your toes.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's good too.
It's they, of course, the styling industry. There are two. You have people that will tell you, okay. You have a lot of people that are getting married in today's day and age. You know, people from the abroad, people from Nigeria, people from everywhere, but they do not want to be bothered on where to get this, how to get this, who to link this up, this, that, there.
Which is a lot to do, really, because you have other things to do.
You have other things to do. If you could just pay someone to handle that, it's all done. You know. You know, but at the same time in Nigeria, there's a lot of hype. A lot of people are not really baked. They are not really seasoned at this thing. There's just hype because of somehow they'll do one thing and they'll blast it crazy. Social media,
and everybody
just feel that this is the person to go. But really and really, truly, they are not. They don't have the pedigree.
Yeah,
to deliver at the level in which you're looking for. You know, so one needs to also be smart, you know, at that. But in terms of money making in my own industry, for me, someone like me is you just come pay me for my service. It could be my time. It could be the services I'm rendering in terms of styling, image consulting, and dressmaking.
Okay.
So it's basically those three for me. And I'm now doing like of course my ready to wear, where you just come and
that even brings us to my next question. So I mean, obviously you've had enough experience, right? So which between bespoke services, right, and ready to wear, which would you say, do you understand, it would actually will be more lucrative or is more lucrative for your brand?
For my brand.
Bespoke and ready to wear.
This is a very good question.
Thank you. I try my best.
And I'll tell you why it's a very good question, because my brother, I do bespoke and I want to do more, but I feel that a lot of times my pain is more than my joy.
Okay.
Because
elaborate, please.
Yes, I feel that a lot of time my pain is more than my joy, because I put in sweat and blood into this. If I'm making clothes for recently I made an outfit for a 10-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy came to my office. He didn't come with experience. He didn't come with anybody. He came to do his fitting. And when he was doing his fitting, my heart was beating. I'm a perfectionist, so it's very bad.
Mm-hmm.
My heart was beating just so that when he wears it, the thing comes out exactly. So that's how much passion and how much
put in.
Yes, like
Because a boy at that age, his body is different from a mature
his
man.
body is different, and he doesn't really care, and nobody really cares like that.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I care. Everybody, anything that I'm making, that detail, I care. It takes too much of me. It sucks my blood. Look at me. It actually sucks my blood. So, Bespoke is a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Creative
freedom. I guess.
Yeah, creative freedom. It helps you to and me doing Bespoke because I'm on this journey to promoting African royalty to the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It is just that's where my heart is.
Yeah.
I need the whole world to see who we are as Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's show the world.
You're carrying it on your shoulder as
yes,
well.
I carry it on my shoulder. Anywhere where I go, everybody must know. See, this is the level,
Mm-hmm.
But you know what it takes to bring out a piece? A piece. That kind of piece.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepless nights.
It has to be though.
Do you understand? Sleepless nights, and I've been doing it for years. Then sometimes financially, it might not be as
realistic.
Not realistic. You might not enjoy. I mean, sometimes you prefer that. You know what? Because there's a lot of back and forth when you're doing the kind of work that I do.
Yeah.
When you make something and because me, I get the eye and it's not exactly how I want it. I'm like, no, we need to redo this.
Mm-hmm.
It's even frustrating for the people that are working with me.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not going to relent. I'll still make sure until it gets to that particular point of what I want it to be. Mm-hmm. We have to keep going.
Yeah, of course.
So because of that, I have a lot of my turnaround for staff is high. Because they would rather leave and go to a normal guy that is making buba and shokoto.
And they are done on to the next.
On to the next. Nobody in today's day and age wants to task themselves to create stuff that they are not used to creating. Mm-hmm. They just want sharp, fast money. No matter how much you're giving them.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, no matter how much you're giving them, they just don't want to. So even in my office, there's a particular type of design that they call, Oga, this one are life-changing, Yeah. So I have some life-changing designs that by the time you're making it, your life will change.
Because you learn a lot, right?
You learn a lot. It takes a lot from you and all that, So then, now when I say it's a gift, that's Bespoke, that can catapult you to a different level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not the average, right?
No,
it's not.
So it's that one that will catapult you to a different level entirely. It's that Bespoke that will show the world what you are made of, what the things you can do from your inside. But the curse part is the part that, man, is sleepless nights.
Yeah,
you understand?
Trust me, man.
When you are supposed to be sleeping, you think, I say, we have something that we still need to deliver. The sweetest part of business is to make money while you're sleeping.
Trust me. That's my aim, right? When I'm sleeping, the money is counting.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So
like if I could do it all over again, I don't know if the honest truth is that now this Bespoke has given me the platform, it has given me the brand.
Yeah.
Now it will be easier for me to now say, okay, I can launch a ready-to-wear line, and people, because I've already built a brand.
We've positioned the brand.
I've built a brand that people trust.
Yeah.
I can bring a ready-to-wear line now, and people will jump on it. But if I was to advise someone today, because I'll tell you straight ready-to-wear, and because the reason why I probably did Bespoke at the time I did it, and I started with Bespoke, is because social media is not what it is today.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah, you understand? But you can start ready to wear today as it is today.
And post.
Jam. Yeah. Yes.
You don't even need a website these days. Just
yes, because the honest truth is that people from different parts of the world will buy.
Once they see they like it, they'll buy.
It's not like you remember.
I know where you wanted to go. But
see, I wanted to say, remember where we were, but I don't forget to be Gen Z. I just start.
I'll be Gen Z too. Don't worry, let's think about that.
But do you understand? That time there was nothing like
social media.
Not like social media. Nothing like e-commerce. Nothing
you market yourself.
You market yourself.
Yeah.
It's from one person to the other. That's how you market.
References you wear it when they see it. Okay, this guy's stuff is good.
Now you have people, you have influencers, you have different things. Now life is just way easier. So if I was to advise, man, I would just say, man, just
ready to wear. Right? Ready to wear.
You'll be sleeping and you'll be hearing chiching, chiching. That's the only noise you'll be hearing in your sleep. Chiching. Cashing out.
So you're looking to go into that right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
100%.
Yeah, for sure. And that's good, though. Don't worry, I'll be your customer, definitely. Then, but going back to what you said, right, in regards to, Bespoke and all that, right? When was your break? When did you actually feel, in your guts that, yes, this brand is out there? And don't give me the Ebuka Agbada. Or is that the situation?
Well, the honest truth is that I've still not gotten my break.
As far as you are concerned?
Yes.
I like that. Okay. So go on.
I've still not gotten my break. And don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful to God.
Yeah.
For where I am. But I'm not satisfied. I know where I came from. I know where I am at now. But I don't consider where I'm at as that I've not got to my break at all.
Okay.
Like where I did go still far.
Yeah. I'm
going to be the first global brand to come out of Africa.
Amen. But you're on that path, and we can see it really.
So where I'm going to is still very, very far. So I don't know. I've not gotten that break, basically. Okay. I'm still on the journey to it.
Okay.
So I'm not even getting carried away by any of these things that you see online. No.
Okay.
I'm still
okay.
Like, I'm still
far.
I
right?
can see, yes.
The light at the end of the tunnel is still very much away, far from you, right?
It's still very far.
Okay.
Yes, that'll be a long way.
That's good, though. I actually appreciate, the
recently, was it last year or so? I was given a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, really?
So when I was giving my speech, first of all, in my mind, I was like, I went to get the award because I needed to explain that this, I don't understand this award. Though.
You don't feel like you deserve it or what?
Lifetime is for people that have finished their work.
Their work, really, yes.
And I'm just getting started, It's for people that have finished the work. See me, Gen Z, then you're giving a Gen Z guy Lifetime Achievement Award. Then what do you want to give me when you're
40s? Yeah. I get you, bro. I get you.
So I said, man, I thank you for the award, though.
Yes.
But I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm old. It makes me feel like I've finished the race, but I'm just getting started,
Yeah.
So there's still a lot more that I have to offer.
Okay, that's good. There's one of my colleagues. Unfortunately, she's not here. She wanted me to ask you, right? There's a period, especially during the hype of when Ebuka Award died, or the famous Agbada. And at the same time, Coming to America 2 came out.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of...
Coming to America came out maybe 4 years later.
Yeah, 2. Coming to America 2.
Like
so I think it somewhat overlapped, right? And there was a lot of confusion on whether you did the outfits for it or not. So I just want you to confirm for everybody now.
You want me to look for trouble?
Yes.
Those guys stole my...
They stole your design.
Yeah.
Intellectual property as well.
That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah, exactly.
So at the time, funny enough, I registered the design. I did I registered, patent on, but I did a local trademark. Okay. I didn't do a global trademark because at the time, when you hear global, it sounds too big.
Big, yeah.
You know, so you're like, I bet we'll just do the one for Nigeria.
Maybe we just do. Still they start, safe. Maybe
we'll just do the one for Nigeria. Maybe we'll just. But I didn't realize that I could have picked the countries. You know, and I was in conversations with the guys from Coming to America.
Yeah.
In 2017, around the time the Ebuka Agbada came out, so they reached out to me and they said they were like, after some time they didn't reach out. I mean, I didn't hear from them again. You know, and movie comes out, boom, I'm seeing.
You see your designs. I mean, that made a ton of money, man. If you had done that global.
But I mean,
it's a learning curve still.
It's a learning curve, yeah.
It's a learning curve. I mean, there's still some pride in it.
But it's a shame how people, especially from abroad, how you feel you can just step and trample on
people. Yeah. That's and it happens a lot, especially intellectual property.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
You know, and I'm obviously, because most of those guys deal in forex and dollars, so it's even difficult to actually fight them. I mean, if you don't have the funding. But I'm happy you clarified it, Cha. So for me, it has answered your question. You know, so moving on to scaling, right? So scaling a fashion brand in Nigeria definitely will come with its unique set of challenges. Nigeria is unique for businesses. There's always something, that you end up dealing with that you probably shouldn't even be dealing with, right? So from your experience, right, what are like the primary obstacles, that you experienced and how you navigated them really?
Yeah, so
on your journey generally.
I mean, the main obstacles I face is just the human capacity, people that are available to you to work with. You know, it's sad, but that's the industry. And I don't think it's exclusive to the fashion industry.
It applies in so many. Yeah, definitely.
You don't have. It's very hard to build the right team.
I always say that, though. I actually always say that. It's vital, like very, very key.
It's very hard to build the right team. Even on the tailor level, management level, it's hard. You know, sometimes as if the higher you pay, the dumber they are.
Yeah.
You know.
Everybody wants big bucks, talks big.
But they're not ready to put in the work.
Yeah.
You know, so because no matter how you sell this vision to them, how do you build the most desirable fashion company to work in? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That someone will go to school in London and says, when I'm done with school, I want to come and work for Ugo Monye. Yes. Not, they say, I want to work for Ugo Monye. There's work for Ugo Monye and grow with Ugo Monye. And there's work for Ugo Monye. Okay, I just quickly get the experience to start my own.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Two different things.
Yes. So that one, work for Ugo Monye, make I quickly just gain experience to start my own. You see loads of people like that. But how do you grow? How do you make sure that it's not only you? Because the average Nigerian we're bullish in nature. So we want our own. You know? And I remember many years ago when I met with one of my mentors, he's late now, may God rest his soul. Martin Greenfield in New York.
Yeah.
You know, this guy the first time I met him was in his late 80s. No, it was in his early 80s actually. Early 80s. This guy had people that have been with him for years. As old as him.
Wow.
Younger folks, old folks, women, old women, So
there's a strong structure behind the scenes if you can achieve that.
He took me and introduced me to everybody that this is my son from Africa. And he told me this. He basically told me, these guys saw this thing. We are all Martin Greenfield. It's not only him.
Yeah.
They can't see themselves doing any other thing.
Yeah.
But Nigeria, and that's who we are.
Nature.
We want our own. And you know why we want our own? That's our nature, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine when you're driving down the streets and you're trying to and a woman is by the roadside with her baby, feeding the baby with pure water, and she sells pure water.
Yeah.
She now sees you. Maybe she feels that you're trying to get her attention.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's hustling, she's selling pure water, she feels you're trying to get her attention, she's feeding her baby. She shoves the water down the baby's throat quickly
so she can
to still come.
Yeah. Come and meet you.
See that child. That's all that child knows.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Mm-hmm. That's how that child is growing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get that picture.
We are like, we're not chilled. We're not ready to be chilled. We just want, that's why you see the average person does not even want to go through the ropes. They just want to move.
Yeah, it's all gone. And the perception is so sad that, the younger generation, they just have this mentality, and it's just that nobody wants to put in the work. They see somebody at his peak, he or she at her peak, right? And they just want to be that person immediately, forgetting the person's journey.
And before, I won't lie to you, I used to do a lot. I taught motivational speaker for my organization, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. You talk, you motivate, you talk, you inspire. And this one's, you just a young for your own. You don't enter here.
When you enter social media, you go here, what do you call it? Inspire to perspire.
You understand what I'm saying? You go enter here, go for here, and they are on to the next one. They are not interested in the...
They are not.
So...
Just give me the money.
Mind, because I wanted to say, sometimes the business owners might not be doing such a great job in sharing their vision too. But me, there's no vision where I never share. I just got tired of sharing. I just got tired because it's as if you're wasting your time when you talk and you try, they let you down. You're like, it's just, but the only way is still to build the most desirable fashion business. At least for our level in Nigeria. Let's be able to say, in a few years' time, Ugo Monye will be stepping down as creative director, and so person is taking
take over. Exactly.
Exactly. Do you understand?
Yeah,
in a few years' time. Because I'm not going to be here. I mean, very soon I'll be... Yeah, very, very soon.
Amen. Wait. Hold up. When you say you're not going to be here, what do you mean? You're not going to be doing the work, right?
No. Very soon. No, I'm going to be doing the work, but we need to build. Dude, it will be interesting to have younger, for you to be able to for the business to outlive you. You need the younger ideas.
Younger ideas is the word. Yeah. I get what you mean. Definitely.
So my own job is just going to be basically just making sure that that Ugo Monye silhouette is still and they bring in their fresh things. Yes, we're good to go. The honest truth is that my brain is off. Ugo Monye looks like the biggest deal now, right? But it's because those guys have not yet. Because the kind of things those guys have in their brain, by the time it comes out, they'll kick us to the curb. So why don't we bring them in, and grow them together?
Yeah, definitely. And that's a very good way to point it out. I actually, appreciate that. So definitely we've touched on how you do that, right? But so my next question really is, how did you position your brand, to appeal to both local and international?
Simple.
So, yeah?
Yeah. Give them what they've never seen.
Uniqueness, right?
Yeah. Give them what they've never seen. In Nigeria, give them what they've never seen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what they are not used to seeing. Because the honest truth is that it's easy to be a star in Nigeria. A lot of people don't really design.
Yeah, they don't. Just get tailors.
Yeah, they just follow.
As long as they do some neat job, right?
A lot of people don't really design. So I agree with you. I know for a fact that us as a company, we've really impacted the fashion industry because of the kind of stuff we're doing, we've started seeing people stepping it up in terms of their design, in terms of their designing. So you're seeing people now, people have started thinking outside the box, which I'm very happy about because it helps the fashion industry as well.
Yeah, competition, definitely it works. It works. And I mean, your stuff definitely will even push competition, to actually do better. So, okay, that's good. So, but so financial prudence generally, is vital in any business, right? So, what strategies have you, employed to ensure, profitability, and sustainable growth, like continuity for the business, definitely.
Yeah, so you need to be able to. It's a business like every other business. You need to know your cost.
Yeah.
And when you know when you're talking about your cost, there are so many things that you need to put into consideration.
Yeah.
Cost of material, for example. Cost of salaries. Lights.
Equipment.
And now lights is killing.
Bandy-ish. It's crazy.
If I tell you how much you spend on lights, you will not even.
I can only imagine. Even me,
only our irons alone. If I tell you how much you spend on lights, it's ridiculous.
Tell me, man. Don't give yourself away, but just give me. I just want the audience to know, so you know the work you're putting in. Jeff.
It's ridiculous.
I can't imagine. I pay like 200 and something per unit, right? And I stay alone, but every other day, you understand? I'm topping up the lights, right? So I definitely can relate, right? Or rather, I can't relate, but I have an idea definitely of how crazy your light bill will be. So okay, so you're saying the answer to that is definitely understanding your cost as a foundation.
Yeah, understanding your cost and make sure your markup, what your profit margin is decent enough to be able to cover all your costs, and there's still savings for the business so that the business can
grow.
Yeah.
Okay. So marketing now definitely is also pivotal, right? So which approaches have you actually have been most effective
for me,
for your brand, your marketing?
So I'm the wrongest person to
ask that, right?
Because I don't really
do the marketing.
No, I don't really do marketing.
Really, at all? Or you have a marketer, or you have marketers?
No, I don't do marketing.
Really?
Because somehow I've been very fortunate because of I was a breath of fresh air to the industry.
Yeah. So
it was easy for me to be in the limelight, and it was just the work was marketing itself pretty much. So I've not really done much with regards to marketing. Everything that you see is organic, without any form of
pushing.
Yeah, I've not really tried to push my work. Everything has been organic. People think that I have one huge team behind me that is doing. Yeah. People think I have a one PR company. Everything you see, global, local, is all organic.
And I think, what you've just said, right? I hope it dawns on a lot on the audience, right? This is just an example of your work speaking for yourself, right? So definitely your designs speak for you without you having to be there, and that comes with the hard work. Like all you said, like the hard work, ensuring the style is the way you want it to be, fitting. So definitely whoever wears it will wear it well, right? Because you've done due diligence. So and if anyone sees that, they will want to look that good. They want to have that, So definitely, I applaud you with that. Though I always thought there was some form of marketing.
Everybody thinks that.
Yeah, and you've also done well with picking your clientele. But it's also still back to the work speaking for itself.
Yeah,
right?
But apart from that, I was very, very. So one of the key things I did when I was starting my business was defining who I wanted to be my clients. Defining your target market. So that was I knew what I wanted, and I went straight for it. There was no, because that's the most important part of your business. It defines the entire business.
Yeah.
Who is your target market? Who Is, so that's
So you know who to go to.
yeah, so that would determine the kind of thread, the kind of material, the kind of everything that you use. Yeah. So you cannot be saying you want to make clothes for mass market and you go buy expensive material. No. You have to know who you are, your target market, and their disposable income level.
Yeah. So it's easy for them to afford it, right?
Yes. So you need to, once you can do that, half of your problem is solved.
Yeah, you don't even want to have all them what I order versus what I bought.
Once you can do that, half of your problem is solved.
Yeah, that's good.
Because it helps you to plan for them.
Yeah, and that's why you know, like you said, the journey you took, right, to actually get the material.
Yes,
that's befitting, right? For
get the material, even the skill sets.
Yes.
I know where I went to all the places I went to try and learn how different things, because I wanted to. So this guy I was talking about, Martin Greenfield, they call him the President's Tailor. And I knew that I wanted to make clothes for presidents of nations and kings and queens and this and that, And this guy, they call him the President's Tailor because he makes clothes for presidents. And I said to myself that this is what I want to do. So who else is better to be under his wings than the guy who is already doing it? And I went to look for him, and that was it.
That's some determination. No? I mean, I hope
I didn't know him before. I just went to his office.
That's nice. How did I go? How did they receive you, though?
They didn't. I reach in office, no appointment, no nothing. I want to see Martin. You can't see him. You have to be on appointment. I said, the key thing that happened to me was that I said I just came all the way from Africa. They're like, you feel Africa is, wow, you came all the way from Africa? Okay,
they never appreciate the effort, right?
So then I said, okay, wait. Then I told me to go to the next floor. Went to the next floor, told the lady in the next floor the same thing. She said, I'm sorry, you can't see him. I said, I just came all the way from Africa. I came all the way just to see him. And I said, oh, wow. Okay, just hold on a second. After some time, they went and they came out with the guy. And the guy said, I heard you came all the way from Africa to see me. I said, yes, I flew all the way just to see you. I'm literally just getting into the US.
Yeah.
The guy was like, oh my goodness. How did you hear about me? I said, I watched you on CNN. I said, you have CNN?
Yeah. Said, he's not serious about we're living on trees, right? Well, how did you feel when he actually walked out of that room?
It was a dream come true for me. I won't lie to you. Then when the guy now says, today you're my son from Africa, then the guy now, the guy started taking me everywhere, introducing me to everybody, like, bro. These are people that they've built
empires.
Yes. They have their legacy.
With a strong team over the years as well. That's good.
I'll never forget my first meeting with him. Never.
Sorry, man, we're so out of time. I have so many questions for you, but okay, before we go, right, for the audience listening, what would you advice would you give them, really, people that are looking to go into fashion, bespoke, fashion? What advice would you give them, to approach? I mean, I know we've dabbled into a bit of that, but I just want a cautious response.
Stay original.
Look into the camera, let them see you.
Stay original.
Yeah.
Leave money completely.
Yeah.
Focus on the value that you are willing to offer these people.
Yeah.
Focus on it. Leave money. Money is going to come along the way. If you focus on money, stay original. If you truly, I don't even know how to even put this, really, because you know how people will tell you I have passion for fashion. Everyone says it, but really they don't. A lot of people don't
put in the work.
A lot of people, because the honest truth is that people get really distracted by, people want to be popular. People want to be popular, so they get really distracted real quick. They don't want to do the work, so they get distracted. That's why you see somebody will get carried away with making clothes for celebrities. Will get carried away. This guy doesn't have the pedigree in order to really do this work, but because he has one or two tailors that works for him in different, maybe in Ikeja here, and he has the other one there, he has done one thing that and he has used social media to
push it.
The thing has gone viral. You now go to meet one celeb, I need you to wear this thing for me. Guess what's going to happen? When these orders start coming in,
you can't deal with it.
And guess what? It's the same people that will mess you up.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to sort out your back end first. Sort out your own structure. Let your hand be strong first before you start winging it. Yes, because you go to wing them, you'll be winging it. One day the thing will bust up.
Fail, especially when you start having flux of people coming.
Yeah, if you don't have that skill, it's going to be a problem. So my advice is, you need to acquire the required skill. Don't wing it. There's no, as they said, there's there's no shortcut to anywhere worth going to.
Yeah.
There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut to anything, anywhere worth going to.
So would you say, to add to what you said, would you say you should focus on a niche or offer a broad range of, designs from the start?
No, focus on it. Always start small.
Yeah.
Niche.
Yeah.
Because you have to you have to own that space before you move to another one. Because there's something called organic growth. So when you grow organically, you're growing from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level. When you grow inorganically, you can jump from level, because if you have money now, you feel that
pay for PR,
you pay for PR, you pay for, you don't even know the skill, you pay for someone to manage this thing for you. You don't even the nitty-gritty about it, you don't know. So if you sometimes some people jump from that level 1, they go straight to level 5. When level 3 challenges come, you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Right? But I've seen a couple of people that have really succeeded in that though.
Yeah, it can't be. There will always be the exception.
Yeah, there are some exceptions, but this one is there are some exceptions because this is not passion for fashion. This is passion for operations. So these ones don't even care about those ones. In terms of operations, they know.
No,
they are passionate about it, and they are running fashion businesses based on the passion for their operations that they have.
Yeah, so they can have the creative director.
They have everybody, and they put the business, and they build the business.
Yeah, I get
so
you.
that is a lot of people's dream. So basically, you don't have to be a creative director to own a fashion business.
Yeah.
If you know, or if you understand operations, or if you have the right team, you don't even have to ever measure anyone in your life. So everything depends on what do you really want. What do you really want? You can do the sofa head that I've done.
Or jump.
Or you jump.
Pick wisely.
Pick wisely. But if you are doing the one I've done, you need to grow organically. Because the type I'm doing is the hard way, which I did, and I did organically. And that's by virtue of I'm not an operations person. I'm just and the industry is not as it is now.
Yeah.
Now things have opened up, things are opening up. The industry is getting a bit more structured as compared to what I was doing before. But now, my advice is to people is to, once they can answer this question, what do you really want? Do you want to be popular, or do you want to make money?
I think you need to say that into the camera, please.
What do you really want? Do you want to be popular, or do you want to make money? If you can truly, in your heart of hearts, answer that question, done. If you want to make money, you need to think operations. If you want to be popular,
one chance. It's been so nice having you. It's so nice having you, Ugo. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time. So definitely, from what you said, your journey underscores, the the blend of creativity and strategic planning required to definitely elevate yourself in the industry. So for all you viewers out there, I want you all to know that we've touched on knowing what you want to do, identifying your clientele, learning the craft, on delivering quality, building the right team, the whole 9 yards. And if you didn't really get that, I suggest you go over the top again with this video. And we'll call it a day. Ugo Monye is paid in full. Thank you, Ugo Monye, for being
paid in full.
Yeah.
No shortcuts.
Good to see you here, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye.